got a good one on the boa jigger. Tipped it with squid. Jigging for sea bass. I'll have to net it myself.
Good fish, Antonio?
Yeah, it looks really good. Looks like a nice male. It's not that big, but it's nice. Not bad fish.
See what I got here, Vincenzo, on the boa jigger and a mackerel rig.
That's a keeper, Chuck.
And the boa jigger strikes for a little cod. Look at that. Small cod on a boa tipped with a worm. Little guy. Too bad we can't keep him because these guys are very, very tasty. Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. And you know, we just came off of a great day on the water fishing Cape Cod Bay here in Massachusetts. And we got into a whole mess of cod today using the boa jigger, jigging for cod. It was outstanding. The only problem was we were only a couple miles offshore fishing in about 50, 60, 70 feet of water. And we only got one keeper, and you'll see him here. All the rest were undersized, but this one here is about 27 inches. We're going to give a quick demo here on how to fillet this for you. And the first thing you should always do is remove the cheeks on a cod. Now cod get a lot bigger than this, but this one here feels a little bony, but we're going to try anyhow. But always remove the cheeks off your cod. Okay, so it looks like this is a real bony cheek, but what you do is just poke them and then have the knife follow the cheekbone all the way around. Well, you can see I got a little bit there, not much. I'll just take that right off the skin. There's a little bit there on that side, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Just poke it right through, and then just follow the cheekbone just like so. Okay, and let's remove that cheek. So that's two very small cheeks, but I'll tell you, that is absolutely delicious meat right there. That'll fry up real nice. Okay, now these have the same bone structure as a freshwater walleye. So just cut behind the head there on the one side, and then do the same thing on the other side. Cut behind the head. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run my knife right along the top of that backbone there. Just poke it through, and all you want to do is pierce the skin, really. Just pierce the skin right to the tail, like so. And then I'm going to turn them around, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to poke the knife through there, and just pierce the skin. Don't go in too deep. Right to the tail, like so. Okay, now I'm just going to take my knife and run it along the backbone, just like so. And this meat is absolutely delicious, so I want to make sure I do a good job filleting this fish. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here now. I'm just running it just along the backbone like so, and around the rib cage. Now when I get right here, I can take my knife right through and just follow the bone structure right to the end like so. Alright, now I'm going to leave that fillet on there, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And the reason I leave the fillet on, it just makes it easier to clean the other side, because it balances the fish off a little nicer. And you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to follow that bone structure. Follow the backbone. Uh-oh, lost a little piece of meat there. We're going to save that. Okay, follow that bone, and then you can poke through here again and just work your way, work the knife right along the bones like so, right to the end of the tail. Out you come. Alright, now you can see the bones here. So I got fairly close to the bones, and then I've got the rib cage. You can just go around the rib cage like so. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna make my cut there. Finish cutting that off. There we go. There's one boneless fillet right there. I'm gonna now finish off the other side that I started. Okay, and again, around the rib cage, just like that. Now, there's another thing with these cod. I mean, these are absolutely delicious to eat. And I'm going to show you. I'm just going to take the skin off. And in order to do so, very simply, just put the knife between the skin and the flesh of the meat, and you will have one nice fillet, just like so. And then when you're done this, I'll tell you something else about cod, which you probably are aware already. Okay? What you do, there's one beautiful cod fillet right there. But cod have a lot of worms in them. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're a wormy fish. So what you could do is just hold that up to a light, and if you see the odd little worm in there, you can just put your knife in there, poke it out, and take those little worms out. Like actually, I see a worm right here. See one right there? See that right there? That's one worm right there. Just a little worm. I'll just take my knife and I'll just cut that right out. There we go, gone. So, but you could do that. Mind you, they're harmless to eat. You could eat them. It's just more gross than anything else because it's just the thought of it. But there's nothing wrong. You could eat them. But if you take a minute out, just check it out. It always makes it more pleasurable to eat. So that was it. Quick and simple. Cod are one of the most delicious fish out there. A lot of saltwater fish taste good, but I got to tell you, cod has got to be my absolute favorite. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed today's demo. Thanks so much for tuning in to Thundermist Fishing Tips, and as always, folks, until next time, good luck. Good fishing.